Hello everyone, I'm Anita and I'm a stressaholic. When you hear a quote like the one at the beginning, relaxation is who you are, it's part of a Chinese proverb. Wish Ying Ying were here to check this for me. But it's part of a Chinese proverb and it says, tension is who you think you should be. Relaxation is who you are. So personally, I've been trying to work on this stress thing. And one of the reasons is because stress is poison. It's poison to your body. And we all know that especially men have health-related issues because of stress. You know, we all do. And women have heart disease too, but it's particularly around things like the job and the stress, how we handle stress. When you drive around Marin, do you notice anyone who's stressed out? How about that guy that's tailgating you? How about the woman that cuts you off with her big minivan full of children? What if there's one parking spot, you both see it at the same time? That's when I sense how stressed out Marinites are. So stress not only can be unhealthy, but it can also make you a very unpleasant person. I've been working on stress, and one of the things that I've been working on is coming up with quick ways to de-stress that I could share with you tonight. Quite simply, these are stretching, soaking, and savoring. So for stretching, we all know what stretching is. But there are books that can help you do it better. This is an example of a book called Relaxercise. Now, you could use a book, you could use yoga, you can use anything. But what's the biggest trouble we have related to stretching? It's remembering to do it. It's fitting it in. So what do? Schedule stretching. I suggest you schedule it, say 10 minutes in the morning. We've all got 10 minutes. During the day, you can put a little timer on your computer if you work at a computer, or on your smartphone or your regular watch. And just every 20 minutes or so reminds you to get up, do a few neck rolls, stretch a little bit, and then at the end of the day, 20 minutes is a good thing. Because you can be listening to music, you can be doing other things, you can be telling a loved one about your day. But fitting it in there is really important, so making a priority. Secondly, soaking. What I should say is, for me, soaking is more like scalding. That's my us. And I highly recommend these Epsom salts, which they now make with lavender. Okay, smell this real quick. Odysseus is going to smell it. Does that smell good?
It's intoxicating.
So with the intoxicating smell of lavender, you can transport yourself to a whole different world. And all that stress of the day, the Safeway where you got kicked out of the express line, the person on the road who flipped you off, because perhaps you were the stressed out driver today, it'll all melt away. It just melts away. You feel it just soaking in, the aroma, and that's one way to do it. Just take a bath at home. If you have a little money to spare, you could also rent a hot tub in Fairfax at a place called Frogs. You don't even have to worry about what to wear because it's clothing optional. Or you can go to Harbor Hot Springs. You're seeing a theme here. Also clothing optional, but they have hot springs that are scalding or medium warm if you prefer that. And you're walking around, you're getting massages, just try and find times when you can actually make this a priority. And then to move on to the third, this is just things that I suggest. Savoring. Now this is an example of a way to savor the day. It's a Brazilian herbal tea. But don't you know a lot of cultures that are built around having a little tea time with your friends? And a lot of times they say that they're not even sure that the big benefits of green tea, like Japanese green tea, are actually in the tea. They say it might be that people are slowing down to drink the tea and hang out with their friends a little bit, talk about their day. So tea is one way to savor the day. And you all know many others. We talked about them tonight, in fact. How about the brilliant leaves on the trees as you're coming down the hill towards work? How about that cute little kid there that's poking at an anthill? What about the note that you could leave your loved one in the morning and just say, have a fun day, I heart you, whatever. Just silly little things that we could appreciate, but when we're stressed out and we're rushing through life, we don't. So I was thinking about a lot of things about stress and tension this week. And I remember thinking, there are people that I've been compared to, like not always people that I wanted to be, but say Lily Tomlin. And Lily Tomlin one of her quotes was, the problem with the rat race is that even when you win, you're still a rat. I've been thinking about that, just to be a more positive person, a less aggressive person, just bring the stress down a notch. Just find a way, make it a priority. So if these tips don't work for you, the 3 S's that I mentioned, which again were stretching, okay, stretching regularly, okay, steaming, soaking, scalding, whatever you want to call the second one, and then finally, savoring the little moments and living in the moment. If these don't work for you, I've got a whole bunch of others. So please, let's talk after the show tonight. Thank you.